bringing you the news and information you need from the people making a difference. This is Comcast Newsmakers.
And welcome back to Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Steve Swat. My guest this segment is Linda Cutler, who is Vice President for Corporate Communications for GenCorp, but you're also Chair of the Sacramento Metro Chamber of Commerce Board.
I am.
And you're here in that capacity. And I know you want to talk about Perspectives, which is upcoming, and I guess Perspectives and Cap to Cap are the two big signature events of the Metro Chamber every year.
Well, they certainly are. And the one that we are talking about today is Perspectives, which is coming up on October 9th, Friday. It is our 15th year that we are hosting Perspectives, which has become the premier networking and business event of the season. What we do is we bring in an array of speakers, this year covering a very broad area of topics and backgrounds, and we will be hearing from Condoleezza Rice, the former Secretary of State, the first African American Secretary of State, who's now, I know this isn't good news to you, but she's now a professor at Stanford. I think you're a Cal guy, as I recall.
I am.
But you have to acknowledge she's fairly renowned and will bring a wonderful a world perspective, regardless of your politics. She certainly has had a view that most of us don't get. We'll be hosting Guy Kawasaki, who is not a name that everybody might recognize, but if you're in the business or the technology sector, you certainly would. He is credited with being one of the founders of the Macintosh computer, and since leaving Apple, he has gone on to fund and found a number of other entrepreneur and technology ventures, and is now a well-known author in the area of business and entrepreneurism. We are going to be bringing in James Bradley, who is an American history author. His, I think, best-known work is The Flags of Our Father, which was the movie in 2007 that Clint Eastwood made, talking about the iconic historic photo of the 6 soldiers placing the flag on Iwo Jima, and actually his father was one of those soldiers. So again, a very interesting perspective. We to bring some levity to the day, and we always do try to have a bit of entertainment and fun as well, is Howie Long, the NFL pro who is now an Emmy award-winning sports analyst, and is very funny and very entertaining. And then finally, and one that I am really excited to listen to, is Jane Bryant Quinn. I look for her every week, whether it's Newsweek, Bloomberg, or PBS, because she is, if not one of, she is the most foremost experts on personal finance, and certainly we all have something, I think, to learn from her in these troubled times. Right. So we're very excited about this lineup. It is, again, very diversified, not terribly political. It's we're focusing on authors, on historians, on policymakers, and business people. So it'll be great.
You mentioned not too political. I mean, Condoleezza Rice can be political, or you don't know, or do you know what she's going to speak on yet?
I think she's going to speak broadly on some sort of the world situation right now, which again I think will be extraordinarily interesting. Whether you agree with the president for whom she served or not, again I think she will have a unique perspective, hence the name of our event, that we will walk away with that we probably hadn't had before.
Walk me through a little bit about the decision process in picking some of these individuals. I mean, every year you have some from politics. I mean, a lot of them are very well known, and others are comedians. I mean, all sorts of people. I mean, but you try to find a sort of a diverse.
Absolutely. I think there's, in the past we may have had actually some criticism that it could have, because it was more of a business audience, it may have been too conservative. I think we're certainly moving away from that. In past years we've had liberal and conservative panelists, things like that. We want to make this a very balanced and diversified group of speakers.
All right. Well, we're out of time, but it sounds like a fascinating program. Best of luck, and we certainly hope many of our viewers can attend in October.
Thank you.
Thank you. And thanks to our viewers for watching Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Steve Swat. We'll see you next time.